Hey guys, Vigoman here and welcome back to yet another video from Crasburg once again. I hope you guys are doing great, hope you're feeling fantastic and that you are stoked, ready to do some more building on our favorite town in all of Minecraftia. Man, I'm stoked. Today we are really just expanding on the whole area around the port, which is called Barnacle Bay, and we're adding this prison here. And honestly, I love adding these bigger structures because they allow me to be more creative with the shapes and general, like just building with them instead of just building a normal house. So I love doing that, and it's something I really want to do a lot in Crasburg in general because it really allows, as I've said, for more creativity and creates like bigger structures that really takes your eye bring some attention to it. We're starting off by just doing the whole thing out of wool, just to get a general shape up and running. And then right now we're going to go through this whole thing using some Whirl-It and brushing it, kind of like just painting it up with the kind of color that we want. And we're having a gradient from dark and all the way up to light plaster on the top. We're even going to top it off with some nice bricks, some diorite and light bricks on the top to really give you that shining feeling and really getting the gradient from the darkest stone there is all the way up to some light bricks on the top, just giving it a very nice vibe in my opinion. And I think the end result really gives that vibe that I wanted with the gradient here. Of course, it's placed, as you can see, very close to the sea, and the weather right here would be pretty rough. It's pretty tall, and the winds and the waves and all of that would tear on it, and that is why we have that gradient, because honestly, having the wind and weather there would really just tear off the plaster, and it would have a lot of rot and moss and stuff like that. Not really a pleasant place to be. So I think we pulled it off with using that kind of gradient here. And today, since we're just doing this big building instead of many small ones, we are going to do a small cinematic around it, just showing you guys the end result, tuning up the time a little bit to get it more atmospherical, because as you know, I'm all about atmosphere. And honestly, I'm very happy with how this turned out. I did some more landscaping, putting some plants in, changed a few bits here and there just because I wanted to really work around with the way it looked. And I've been spending several hours just minor details, tweaking here and there, and yeah, I guess the end result was pretty nice. Also changed up the inside a little bit, where we have this nice courtyard with some almost like hoardings or just a balcony surrounding it. But anyway, guys, let me just finish this here, and we'll see you in first person so that we can take a look at this beautiful baby right here and see all the details in the interiors and stuff like that. Right in front of us right now is the prison itself, and look how cool it is next to all the buildings here, and also next to the monastery right here. It feels kind of small, but the walls are actually pretty tall, and you would have a struggle getting in here if you want to like help someone get out. And I really love the way it looks from down here when you just see the wall just towering above everything. And yeah, it just adds a lot of atmosphere to this place. You can also walk around here to the back of like the port area here and look at it. And then there's also like this small path leading down to a beach here. I worked a lot on the landscape around the prison itself to really make it pop in a way. And just really finishing this whole area right here. So yeah, I'm very happy with how that turned out. But yeah, let's not waste any time here, guys. Let's go to the front of the castle here. This is probably one of the views that we haven't seen too much in the time lapses. But right here, we have the gate. Then we have some arrow slits, and then we have the towers on each of the sides here, which would help defend the entrance here. Of course, this is not a castle, and it's not as important to keep safe than as a castle would be. But it's kind of important that you don't let your prisoners escape. So it's like a little bit of a big deal, but not like anything super important here. Also, you should be able to get onto the prison. If, like, let's say the prisoners manage to escape and then conquer this, you don't want them to be able to use this as their little castle and then stop them. That is why we have the walls that are connected up to here. So like in case of that, you would be able to just walk in here with your soldiers and take it back over. So anyway, we can go down here. All of this will of course be finished. Going to landscape it, maybe add like a small park, or just flat it, have some like barracks and buildings for the staff of the prison here. But that is for a future episode. We go in here, and then we have a gate here to block this, and then we have like the courtyard, which I tried to make it look like stuff is happening. As you can see, we have the balconies on the sides here. Did a lot of tweaking here, and I had some help from you guys as well by coming up with a proper design here, but I think it turned out alright. And then yeah, we have a cart, and someone is doing some repairing work here. As you can see, the prison is clearly pretty old, so there's probably need for some yeah, maintenance work and stuff like that. So someone is fixing the ground here, or the floor, and then we also have like these canals to lead off the water down to this stuff here, and that would drain out. Yeah, we're washing some clothes in here from the prisoners and maybe the staff, I don't know, but we do have a little bit of that as well, and then like barrels for storage, seating areas, and things like that. So I guess what we're going to start off with is just checking out some of the cells on the first floor. A lot of them are closed off, but some of them are open, so you can get in here. We have a vaulted ceiling like that, and just so maybe like from 1 to 2 people in each cell here. Yeah, we have more prison cells over here, more over here, and so on. Yeah, and then we have some on this side as well, like that, and then an empty one here. So that is like that for the first floor here. Or we actually do have some smaller things. If we go out here, we have some storage below one of the towers here, and then we have a kitchen area over at this area right here. So this is like the kitchen where they would create or just prepare the food for both the prisoners and the people working here. So pretty small, but it gets the job done. And then we have an eating area for the guards of this place, and this side here. And then we can also go upstairs to all of that, but we're going to check that out later. I'm going to check out the staff area, but for now we can go in here, and then we have the stair tower here. I want to go downstairs first into the deepest dungeons here, where like the most important prisoners would be staying. It's very dark and gloomy, and it's underground, it's almost at sea level, so probably would be kind of moist down here as well. But yeah, very simple cells here. Not a very good place to be, but for me it gets the job done, I guess. So we can go up the staircase again and just continue walking up here. We do have arrow slits here, here, and there, and leading up to here again, but also just continues up. We're going to check that out as we go. And then we have like just some regular sitting areas and stuff like that around here. And then we're up at the second floor. Here we have more cells, as you probably would have guessed, on all the sides here, like that. It's kind of empty right here, so I'm going to work around with that a little bit. I'm not too sure what to add here, so let me know down below, guys, if there is anything you would like me to add. And then we just have more cells around here, and all of that stuff. This then leads into the chief's office, or the master guard, the boss of this place, I guess, which then leads into the sleeping quarters. So you have several bedrooms here for the guards that they could rest in if they want to. And then we also have these arrow slits in the front here, which you can close off using these shutters here, which is pretty nice. And then we have sitting areas like that around here, and some storage. And then another staircase leading down again to where we started off. But we can go up here to the wall here as well, and then also all the way up until the battlements, which is up here, where we have some storage and like for arrows and spears. And then it's kind of, as you can see, very worn, very old. Yeah, but we have crenellations here overlooking the place, which is kind of nice. And then we have these towers with arrow slits, and also a plateau on the top where we can go up and get a better view and better defensive position, I guess. So we have a few of those. Also, this tower here is the one we started off with. So here is where it kind of was. I do believe I'm missing some paintings here. Anyway, but it's just leading up to the top floor again. And then we have this one here with more storage and stuff like that. So this place is still like in progress in a way. As you know, I've had this big community build last weekend, so I don't really have had that much time to work on this. So if there's anything you would like me to add to this place to make it pop even more, just let me know down below, guys, and I'm still gonna get back to this and work on this and make it even better until next episode. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggo Man, and I'm out.